Good afternoon, everyone. So, once again, welcome. Today, I will share with you the 5 levels of building your financial success. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Mona Libang. I'm a unit manager and financial coach. And over the past 7 years, I have helped more than 200 families, 60% of which are young professionals like you, ages 25 to 30 years old, working in the IT BPO industry, from careless handling of finances to mindful money management, so that you can maximize your earning potential. And that is through a series of personalized financial coaching program called Building Your Roadmap to Success, where you will learn how to properly allocate your finances and provide help for your families without sacrificing your dreams and wants to become financially independent. Because as a financial coach, my mission is to help the young generation to maximize your full potential of growth and self development, because I believe that life years saved is a quality adjusted life years gained. So for today, what I will share with you are what I personally do. So, the first step in actually becoming financially successful is number one, to assess your cash flow. Ano ba yung cash flow? Cash flow is actually the amount of income that is coming in your bank account every month. Kahit saan ito, it's either you would have your main stream of income, which is your job, you're doing your side hustles, that is also part of your income. If you're a plantita, or anything like that, or if you do the buy and sell over the net. So, kasama siya sa lahat ng cash flow mo. So, what's good with that one is that when you know how much income is coming in, or the amount of money that is coming in, you can easily plot it out. But wait, 'di ba? Marami ka pang gagawin. It's not just like that. You have to learn to assess also. Magkano nga ba ito, and learn how to allocate it properly. There are several allocations that are being used right now, but professionally, what I personally use is what I call the 100%, the 50-30-20 rule. Okay? That's the golden rule. So, what is it nga ba? So, first is that even if ikaw yung nagwo-work, you have to pay yourself also. So, it's not just the company that is paying you. You have to pay yourself forward also. And that is not for today, but for your future self. So, allocate 20% to save for your future. Baka sabihin mo sa akin, naku Mona, 20%, that's too much. Ay, baka mahamper yung mga gusto ko, yung wants ko and dreams ko. So, let me tell you right now, guys, it's never easy because it needs to be a habit. There is a discipline involved in that. I myself, hindi ako nadalian sa ganun. I didn't start like that also. Like you, I started, kung ano yung na kinikita ko, yun lang din yung tinatabi ko. Whatever is left, that is it. But I learned that if I started early, had I built or had I saved talaga separately on my own, things might be different like right now. Diba? Hindi ako naghahabol. So, if I were you, I would encourage you to start doing that. Allocating it. Use something like this. If nahihirapan ka, diba? So, may mga tabs and ano to. May mga tabs. It's a simple folder that I use. This is so that I can separate my finances properly also. So, with the 50-30-20 rule, the 20% automatically goes to the savings for myself. And that is outside my payroll. So, kung saan siyang financial instrument na sa tingin mo babagay para sa iyo. Next, the 30%. The 30%, it's actually, ito na yon. When you are working, of course, you have to give time for yourself. Spend for yourself. Again, the 30% is not what I keep in my payroll account. The 30% is what I transfer to my wallet. Ngayon, hindi na uso yun. Ang ginagawa na natin is transfer to GCash siya or any other electronic financial application that we can use to pay. So, whatever works for you, do that. Para hindi, aware ka din that if it goes to zero, it means that's the sign for you to stop. Na hindi ka magkukuha ng additional finances sa mga sa mga allocations mo. And then lastly, the 50%. My 50% is very non-negotiable. So the 50% that is non-negotiable actually goes to the household expense. Regardless kung naubos siya or hindi, it's there. And that is the one that I keep in the bank. Alright? So, again, that's the golden rule of the 50-30-20. 20, you pay yourself outside your bank. Another financial instrument that can help you. 30% you splurge. You enjoy what you earn because you deserve that. And the 50% goes to the household. So once that you have allocated everything, now let us see how we could go up the ladder. The second part of the ladder is actually managing your debts. How's your debt? Do you have good debt or do you have bad debts? When we talk about debts, hindi lang siya basta-basta nag-uutang. Okay? To those who have credit cards, to those who have SSS and other office loans, you have to assess that. You have to check how much of your cash flow goes to your loan. Because that will play part of the golden rule also. Kasi dun nyo siya isasama. That will form part of your expenses, of the 50% expenses. So remember guys, the maximum capacity that you can pull out of the golden rule is 60-20-20. If your expenses balloons more than 60% of what you're earning, maybe you want to sit down and assess, guys. Because there, ang nangyayari is that you are already living beyond your means. And that is not healthy. Once you assessed it, and okay siya, green light siya. So, dalawa na yung na-checka natin. One for your cash flow, and one for your debt management. This is now the time to go on the third. If you have heard of emergency fund, I call it myself as a crisis fund. This is a very special fund just allocated when in times of emergencies. So, since emergency siya, hindi siya yung kapag naubos yung laman ng wallet natin, emergency na. No. So, there are times na ito yung mga unprecedented events na nangyayari sa atin where someone in the family, God forbid, na maha-hospitalize. Diyan tayo kukuha ng mga funds so that hindi na-hamper yung mga expenses na kailangan natin bayaran. Hindi na-hamper yung indulgement sa sarili natin. Hindi rin na-hamper yung pag-save natin sa ating future. Usually, when we talk about the crisis or the emergency fund, ang minimum of that one is 3 months. 3 months of what, Mona? Baka sabihin mo sa akin. That is 3 months of your gross salary. Why am I saying that it's your gross? Because that is the amount that we are allocating separately in the golden rule. So, hindi lang siya yung pang-expenses mo. It should be your gross. So that whatever happens, hindi ka na short. Hindi mo nakukuhaan kung ano yung mga dapat mong bayaran sa ngayon. Ano yung mga nakalaan sa mga pang-araw-araw mo. It's, baka tanongin mo ko, asan siya sa golden rule mo, Mona? So, here's the trick. So, this is what I do when I was starting. You know the 20% savings? Diba? The 20% that I used to pay myself first. So, I divide that into 2. 10% of that goes to my crisis fund, and 10% of that I started investing for my future. So, since nahahati siya, I am building my emergency fund slowly but surely. Bakit 3 months? Bakit hindi na lang 1 month? Bakit hindi na lang 2 months? You know, study shows kasi that if in case we'll be switching jobs, it would take us 3 full months to get the job that we want. And another month actually for us to be able to get yung ating full monthly salary. So, saan tayo kukuha ng panggastos? So that is how it will work. Guys, if we are to go back last year in the hype of the pandemic, I would like you to imagine this. Go back to that time where nakita mo yung sarili mo. Gusto mo ba yung nakita mo? If you don't like what you see, then maybe now is the time that we are to wake up and do something about it. Because it's only you, and you have the power to be able to build your dreams and make it come true. The emergency fund, the crisis fund, forms part of a successful financial ladder. So that is your third ladder. Ano yung fourth? Kadalasan the fourth one, ito yung iniiwasan ng karamihan. They jump to the fifth. So let me bring you the fifth first. So the fifth is your investments. Kasi pag meron ka na na-earn na money, gusto mo kagad siya i-scatter. Sabi nga, 'di ba, yung mga nag-business school dito, do not put your eggs in one basket alone. So therefore, investment is highly encouraged. But that's the last in the ladder. It's okay to grow your money. It's okay to know where you will be going and bringing your money. Kung makaka-earn siya, maruroll mo siya kung saan man. And ito rin yung pinakamalaking pitfalls natin. Bakit bigla na lang nawawala yung investment natin? It's either nagmamadali tayo to multiply our investment. That is the reason why magaang sa tenga natin when someone approached us that who will say that, o bukas, makalawa, kaya kong doblehin yung pera mo. Guys, if it is too good to be true, then it's not true. We have to learn from the news. We have to learn from what is happening around us. Hindi porke kayang doblehin yan bukas makalawa. Totoo yun, guys. In a real sense, growing your money, it entails 3 parts. Ano yung 3 parts na yun? Number 1, it's your money itself. How much you can save. Number 2, it's actually the time. You need time to grow your money. Imagine yourself planting. Hindi naman bukas magkakaroon ng sprout yung mga pinlant natin, di ba? It would take time to grow the roots. It needs nurturing. It needs sunlight, air, and water to produce the roots and for the fruits to come out. Diba? Para siyang mag-sprout. It's the same with money. So, it needs time to grow. And number 3, it has to be invested in a financial instrument that beats inflation. Ano yung inflation? Baka tanungin niyo ako, ano yung inflation? So, inflation, sa madaling salita, if you've been hearing your parents na, yung pamasahe ko nung bata ako is ganito, yung baon ko is 5 pesos lang, pero mayaman na ako, marami na ako nabibili. It's the same thing that is happening right now. How much is the purchasing power of your money? And inflation is actually the silent killer of our money. Kasi hindi natin siya nakikita. It's just that we can feel it that the prices are going up. But as long as we have money that is coming in, that can be maybe okay pa kasi may nadudukot ka pa. But guys, take note, if we're not wise on where we would be placing our money, then therefore, yung pera na meron ka ngayon, lumiliit yung value niyan. Lumiliit yung capacity niyan. Nabilhin yung mga bagay na kailangan mo. So, be wise where you will put in your investment. So, there. Marami ka na na-invest, na-scatter mo na siya. Sabi nga, you would not put your eggs in one basket alone. But what happens if an emergency situation takes place? Like, the unforeseeable, 'di ba? Ito yung mga hindi natin nakikita, and that is what we call the sad events of our lives. Ano yung sad events? If sickness kicks in, what if one of our family members, if not tayo, yung nagkasakit, where will we be getting the finances on how we could be able to help our family. Shall we siphon it sa ating savings? Paano yung future natin if that would happen? Come to think of it, guys, investment is good. But if we don't protect what we invest, it's as simple as we are also flushing it in the toilet. It's a hard truth, but it is what reality is. Sickness pa lang yun. What if there's an accident? What if in that accident, ang nag-result sa atin, we become disabled? We cannot go back to work. Or there would be a certain number of months, maybe years, bago tayo ma-employ. How will our family be? How it will look like? Ano nga kaya? And that is actually what haunts each and every one of us. The protection. That is the fourth level, guys. So, the fourth level, which is your protection, it actually serves as your cushion. Cushion if there will be events, the sad events that I've mentioned earlier that would happen in your life. It could prevent all your, kung may nauna na kayong investments, pinuhunanan na business and all, it would prevent that from siphoning everything that you have established in order na ma-address yung certain sad events ng buhay natin. So guys, if you are learning a thing or two in what I am talking to you right now, please, I am inviting you to my page. So my page is bpows PH. So that's in Facebook. There I can be able to give you some tips, some advice, and hey, don't hesitate to message me, and I would be very glad na i-coach kayo. So this is form part of my mission in helping you guys achieve financial independence for you. So in that community, I will also give you tips, know more about investing, ano ba yung mga kailangan ninyong malaman about investments. It will also be there. So I will be flashing my QR code for the page, and I hope that I will see you there. So I hope I have given value for you today, and let's learn together. I am here to support you guys. So I am just a click and a message away.